And we're live.
Hello.
Hello. Johnny is over there starting fires.
As I do.
I can see it. I can see that flame. Dear Lord.
The giant, this is like a Roman candle now all of a sudden.
Is that a Palo Santo? Yeah, I used to get those all the time. I think I still have some.
He's trapped with smoke.
There's
And all
smoke.
around you.
That's like one of my favorite scents, along with the sweetgrass. But
Bad part is this does not fit in my incense holder because
you know what
I
I
don't
have
know
to
where
do?
to put it.
You know what I have to do? I get scissors and I cut the end at an angle, like at a 45, and then it makes
Arts
it
and crafts, you know I don't know how to do such things. Wait.
at an angle. At an angle.
Mind your finger.
Yeah, no bleeding on the cards.
Yeah,
I mean-
don't get your hand off.
It did work though.
See, I told you. See, Johnny, it's not just a hat rack up here.
Good to know.
I'm telling you.
Oh Jesus! Wait a minute.
What'd you do?
I set it down in there and the whole top exploded.
Okay, so for next time, just trim the end a little bit before you stick
For
it
the
in.
next time of lawsuit, thank you. That was not supposed to happen. I'm pretty sure.
Fire. For entertainment purposes only,
Like the whole
Johnny's
top
setting his
blew off.
apartment on fire.
It just went pop. I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem like that was supposed to happen. Well, I cut its butt off, so maybe that's why it was angry.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit too short. So
Speaking of butts, did you see the West Virginia governor holding up his dog's butt, his bulldog's butt, when speaking to retaliate against Bette Midler, who had been giving him
What?
crap on Twitter?
Mhm.
no, what
Oh
happened?
my god, I texted you a link to that. It was hysterical. It was like, you imbecile, you just look like a freaking freak show.
So he
Poor dog gets his butt up there. It's like, okay, he's touting bestiality now.
that poor dog.
He's like, lick my dog's derriere. It's like,
I mean, God bless animals for their unconditional love, but man, if I was that dog, I would bite him in the nuts. I mean, like, how dare you put my ass up like that?
up in camera.
So hello everybody and welcome. I saw Allie in here. I'm not sure if Peggy's here and Sylvia and
Sylvia, Lucy, lucky girl.
Lucky Girl, because I'm in StreamYard, so my comments are always delayed and they don't always all pop up for some
No,
reason.
I'm in private chat, so they're invisible altogether to me.
Oh, they're invisible altogether to you? So
Hey Jody, I'm with Jody on Jody Roberts' channel a week from tomorrow for Sacred Sounds of Coffee February edition.
you go. Make sure to check that out. Oh, I see Peggy now. Hi, Peggy. I need to text you soon because I want to order some sweatshirts, t-shirts, but I figured I'd come to you first before I go on Etsy. Any special announcement, you guys, from anybody? Anything coming up this week? Anyone?
Hey Peggy, do you have aprons available?
Johnny's apron is hilarious. Man. What does it say? I don't know what I'm doing, or I really don't know what I'm doing.
They're pretty much the same.
Well, you can still book your appointments with me on my website, jenlintarot.com. That's the only way I do bookings now. And if you're overseas, if you're international and you're having trouble finding a time that works for you because of the time difference, then you can email me and I'll see if I can figure something out with you. But otherwise, try to use the times on the website. I read Tuesday through Saturday personal readings, and gift cards still available. There's gift cards for birthdays or generic with my logo on it.
And I can say we get readings from Jenny all the time in the after show, and they're fantastic. So
Thank you.
up on it. Up on it.
We read for each other all the time in the after show.
What about you, Mr. Johnie?
Friday at 7:30. Actually, I have a few things. Jesus Christian. Calendars. Oh, my StreamYard is going to charge me on the first. You didn't want to know that, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I will be with Lori in the Way of Positive Changes, 1 p.m. Eastern on her channel on Wednesday. We will be doing horoscopes on Red Lentil Healing on Thursday at 7 p.m.
And those are always fun.
Yes. They're more like chat sessions more so than readings. And then on the 4th, the very next day, I will be live at 7:30 p.m. on my channel with the non-political tarot that we do with Shining Hawk Healing, Red Lentil Healing, and Sienna Rose Metaphysical Healing. We will all be there at 7:30 on my channel.
And those
so
are
the second, the
giggle
third, and the
fests.
fourth.
There's always a few giggle fests in those. Don't miss them.
Do not miss them.
So that's what's going on.
Cool.
Second, third, and the fourth. Second with Lori at 1 p.m. The third with Adrian at 7 p.m. and then 7:30 p.m. on Friday with me.
I still can't get over Tony from Shining Hawk talking about hiding from her blind grandmother. I just can't.
Said it so casually too, like that's just the thing that you were supposed to do.
As a child, would hide from her blind grandmother.
It's so bad.
Let's see. This upcoming week, I am going to try to go live on the other channel to discuss, and so we can all talk about the book we just read, Verity by Colleen Hoover. I do not have access to the community page because you have to have 1,000 subscribers, I think
500
or 500. You have to have 500 subscribers to get access to the community page, which I don't have 500 subscribers on that other channel. So I'll try to post it on the community page here to let you guys know. So be on the lookout for that. And I wanted to give you guys a quick little update. Last fall, I did some gardening on a live stream, which was terrible, but you guys helped me plant some dahlia bulbs and some ranunculus, and the ranunculus are coming up. So I just plucked some of these today.
They are beautiful.
They look like little pom-poms.
They're just gorgeous.
Yeah, they're so cute and dainty. Like, these are my favorites. So far, they're all coming up pink. And I thought I bought a variety pack. But for some reason, all the ones that have opened so far are just... You know,
when I buy variety packs of flowers, I always wonder, like, why I get all of one color. Like, it's like, you're supposed to mix them up. Come on.
Yeah. So the Carl's...
Can I interrupt you real fast? I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
So I am on a page. I'm clicking on your video, what we're doing right now on YouTube. And there is an ad playing, and it is for a book club. So you are getting non-political ads. So we're going in the right direction here. It is for a book club.
Yay, book clubs. Funny. Google is spying on us over here.
Because this is not a book club. And there's an ebook ad right now.
We all look like Trump doing our thumbs up.
So for the ranunculus, every year at the Carlsbad flower fields, I hope you guys remember, we went last year and it was just fields of flower, all the colors.
It was gorgeous.
So we're going to be doing that again this year because it starts in March, I think mid-March, and it goes through to the end of May. So we'll probably try to hit it up a couple times because it's right down the street. So It's beautiful out there, and it's all these little flowers and all the different colors. So fun times out there in the flower fields. So that's a couple of months away though. But that's all I got.
I got one more thing.
Okay.
Here, I had to go into YouTube to do it, and we'll let you in StreamYard. That is a discount code for DeBride.com. TAJ is what you would type in. Tarot's Apprentice Johnie. So TAJ. If you are searching for or shopping for tarot decks, they do have some over there, and you get 20% off with that code there. Okay. Plug over.
So post your book club on the House of Lenormand channel, and we'll share it on ours too, so people see it.
Okay. So yeah,
and Lucky Girl did put it in the chat too.
Oh, thank you, Lucky Girl. Thank you. So yeah, haven't decided what we're going to read next month. I think I might try to do a poll when I go live and see what everybody's in the mood for. Although I have a huge list of books I need to get through. I've read 18 this month.
Ooh, do a poll for if people liked it or not, like a ranking kind of thing.
Okay.
Get a consensus.
Liked the book that we read.
Yeah.
Okay.
To get a consensus of, is it endorsed? Is it not?
Okay. And then also to see what everybody's might want to read next month, so we can all buddy read. I finished 18 books this month, and I got a bunch I need to finish. I got 5 from NetGalley and 1 from the library that I need to finish, and then I can get to my list that I would like to read. So, yeah. But anyways, enough of me bull crapping around. You guys ready or anything else? You guys ready to jump into the muck?
Petty boots on.
I know, right? So can we get real petty real quick?
And hopefully everybody survived that nor'easter that hit the East Coast.
I saw on the Twitter, I have no idea because I have not been watching the news. I haven't. Today was like the first day or so, I think, I got on Twitter. They're saying iguanas are falling out of trees in Miami.
It's too cold.
Too cold. So they fall out of the trees.
They go into paralysis when it becomes cold.
Yeah.
It's kind of like fainting goats, but with iguanas.
Oh my gosh. And then I saw another thing on Twitter where there's this one person that said that Florida is a Nazi state. Mind you, I say this as a person that was born and raised in Florida. I left in 1998. I have not gone back. And they showed like this whole, like there was these people on the side of the road doing Hitler salutes and standing out there with Nazi flags and Hail Hitler and Hail Trump. And I'm like, are you effing kidding? Okay, whatever. Anyways, let's get real petty. Matt Gaetz. Speaking of trash in the trash state, Matt Gaetz. I guess one of the, a new person has flipped on him that was associated to Joel Greenberg. Was he, Jenny? And
yeah,
and he's another person along with the ex-girlfriend that has corroborated that, yes, indeed, him and Greenberg were both in a menagerie with an underage girl, and he witnessed it. So looks like he's in deep doo-doo. Can we look at him over the next 3 months?
How's your next 3 months going? He is so screwed. I just feel it.
Because somebody said they told him ahead of time such and such was underage. But that's still he said, she said, but apparently he was told. The conversations, clarity, confusion, surprise. So there's going to be more coming out, especially about the younger people. There is multiples with the 7 of Wands or 7 of Cups. There's multiples, but you may only have one, but there are multiples in case they want to keep digging. There's the Empress, the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. There's also going to be a very, very, very weak defense about the age of someone that they didn't know or whatever the case may be. Now, interesting enough in that there is no denial of the action. It's just a denial of the age part. And so there's that. Magician, 3 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 2 of Swords. There's also testimony that needs to be compelled from a woman. This is a grown woman in the situation. She may be stonewalling, though, but she was involved in some festivity somewhere. But she may be a person of power, too, or a person of manipulation, like a procurer, someone like a Ghislaine type thing. But yeah, this doesn't get better for him whatsoever. We are going downhill, and snowball effect is just gaining and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, very bad.
Yeah, lawyer up, Matt Gaetz. Lawyer up, because there's more women talking right now. To the investigators and to the courts. And you think you got away with it, lover boy, there's just tons of women is what I'm getting. There's going to be something new coming up on him in the next 3 months, about some choices he made. And, he needs to choose differently because he needs to change his secret lifestyle, because it's all these women going to court that spent time with him and he's moneyed friends and how he bullied them. And yeah, he gets the tower. And I get there's more school age women, more school age. I'll leave it at that for entertainment purposes only.
I did a box spread on him, and I'm sorry I can't bring the camera down. What's on his mind is there's something here, financial transactions that are weighing heavily on his mind. But I don't get the whip, so I don't have sex here because it's bear, fish, and mountain. So financial transactions, financial consultations, it could have been people he was consulting with financially, and then a very powerful enemy and big problems as well as obstruction. It shows him being very depressed, but somehow it clears up for him. And then I see that there is ongoing problems with him, but it's like it's around his image, but it looks like he's going to be okay. And then it's fish, man, and anchor this way. So fish is many. So it could be many men and their lifestyles here with anchor. It could be the transactions as well, the shopping that he was doing, money around him to support his lifestyle. It could also be in regards to a lifestyle of drinking. But there's also financial ruin and ruin of his power and status this way. But it's behind him because here's bear, power and finance, ruin, and then chaos and uncertainty. But all of this sits behind him. There is some serious concern here with bribery, financial gifts this way, uncertainty, and a lot of issues in regards to some shopping that he may have done. And I'm just gonna say shopping. But it's. Can we look to see if he'll be is he going to get indicted? Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not getting an indictment. But I'm getting like they're still in the investigation. I don't understand why they don't go in and indict him unless they don't want to show all their cards yet. And they gave his ex-girlfriend immunity, so whatever she knew implicated her too.
Yeah, and the new guy too. They gave him immunity as well.
It's pretty bad when your friends have to get immunity to tell the tale.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll tell you what I know, but you have to make sure you don't prosecute.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. These things take time, though. You have to build the case, proof, evidence, blah, blah.
Greenberg, I think, is supposed to be sentenced in February, isn't he?
February or March? I'm not
March.
sure.
It's coming up soon, so he's got to wrap it up and get it all out.
Let's see. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I see escape. I really do. Like, I really do. I don't know from what, because mind you, let's go back to the Trump era to where I always saw, okay, Trump is leaving, but he never did. Maybe that's this, but again, I get the 6 of Swords in the Page of Wands. There's a journey, there's transition, but again, it's safety. There's the 8 of Swords, which could give you the indication of not just indictment, but arrest. But then there's the 9 of Cups. He gets wishes, desire, something he wants through this situation. So it's like satisfactory for him. King of Swords, Page of Pentacles, pay your way out. You may get a fine for something or a civil suit or whatever the case may be, but I see escape, or at least a way, a method of escape. That's all I get. I don't know.
So I was getting ready to hold up to show you the bottom of my deck, which is the legacy card, but the card dropped off and there's a devil right under his legacy. It's like, yeah, okay, you wanted to show yourself, devil. Yeah, I think he's thinking about trying to get away, because he's looking to distant shores. I think he's thinking about how do I escape this, and how do I strategize with the Justice Department here and stuff. But these women that he messed with, it's bringing the tower on him. And there's more underage, like underage at the time. So I get there's a new start in the courts. And he's got a lawyer up. I get they have all the information, and I get 2 of my indictment cards. Like, yeah, because you spent a lot of time with some moneyed men doing the same thing. So I'm getting he'll get indicted in the next few months.
And it's interesting too, because it was revealed that Joel Greenberg had texted him or called him or something. And Joel Greenberg was like, yo, man, that girl we just hooked up with, he was a minor. And they cut off all communication. Yeah, he was told. And then they cut off all communication until the girl turned 18. And then they went right back.
Right back for more.
And it's like, and this is what I don't understand about the whole situation. The girl in question that Joel Greenberg and several other witnesses have corroborated that they had interactions with while she was a minor. She's now an adult film star, and she doesn't want to talk to law enforcement. It's like, since when do you get a choice with an investigation like that? Like, can't they just slap her with a subpoena?
That's right.
Like why are we playing with kitty gloves? I mean, you want her to talk, you pry it out of her with a subpoena, put her under oath. I get there's a good chance. It's a chance for someone may have flipped here, changed. there's a negotiation here and there's the chance, the risk. Yeah, I get that there's a good chance he'll be indicted. And I just realized in that previous reading, it was clouds, anchor, moon on the bottom. And it's like, and the moon is, I was like, oh God, celebrity. And I just remembered, I was like, before all this crap hit the fan, he had been trying to get out of Congress to go to Fox News or somewhere where he could be a celebrity. It's like, what a clown. What a clown.
It could also be with celebrity with the adult star, maybe. She's got a little bit of celebrity status too.
Yeah.
Maybe they do get her.
That kid. Okay, so let's see here. Weaselberg has been indicted. Will he be convicted? Alan Weisselberg. What'd you get, Danny?
7 of Swords, 7 of Wands fell out. Thievery and defense. 3, 2 of Wands fell out. Because mind you, Gaetz is getting indicted. Because you can't escape unless you get indicted.
But he doesn't.
But I don't see how he gets away when you have too many witnesses. And
oh, for Weisselberg?
no, I went back to Gaetz.
To Gaetz? Well,
Yeah.
it's not just the child sex trafficking. He had a whole bunch of stuff with bribery too. What showed up in my reading was more the briberies than because I didn't get the whip. It was all money and gifts. And I just remembered too, he had that whole situation, and then Bouquet knighted over to Cloud. That's marijuana. He had a whole thing going on with that investor in Florida that was trying to do medicinal marijuana, and there was that whole kickback scheme and straw man donations and all that stuff. It's like I was getting more the financial stuff for him than the trafficking. But
You know, I think he's going to get more than just fines and stuff. I'm getting he gets like 2 years.
really?
Yeah, I'm getting like, yes, big yes on the bottom. He's like, they were just having a good old time, strength, but, lies about the properties and stuff and all the tax evasion and something about trips also. It gave birth to more investigations. I get they're still looking at Ivanka, and they're making inroads on that, getting to higher ground on that, and that leads to Daddy. But I get a big yes, and looking at everything that he's done, I get 2 years, and he's going away. I think he might end up in jail over this.
Wow.
Because he doesn't have any outs. Like, they have him against the wall. The 3 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, it's almost done, whatever it is. Like, it's almost here. And there is a huge fine, but there's other things as well. He's in conflict. There is no out. Like, you don't have a hope in this situation. There's a Sun. And then there's a 10 of Swords, and then there's a 5 of Cups. Like complete ruin, complete loss, exposure. There's no out. There's no silver lining. God answers all prayers, and sometimes the answer is no. Sometimes it's bitch please, but in this case, we just say no. There is the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Cups, complete and total ruin. Yes, he is indeed caught up. Cannot get out. This is stuck, stagnant. Mind you, there's also some sacrifice here too for your Chiron and baby Chiron. Maybe does he have 2 sons, right, or 3? At least
2, I
there's 2
think.
here.
I think 2.
and they may be caught up in the middle. Do you want to take the fall, or are you going to just do a Trump and say, hey, make sure my daughter doesn't go to jail. Everybody else is free game. But there's two people here that you may sacrifice for. But I think he's sucks to be you. Complete loss.
I get a yes as well. I first pulled this one. I was like, let me pull one more. And then I got the hell yes. So, I mean, I'm just, okay. So let's go with yes. He's going to get convicted and he's going to get jail time. How's he going to feel about that? Because you can't tell me that stupid son of a bitch didn't work for Trump's dad and now Trump only to end up in jail.
Will they pull on him like what they did with Greenberg? You know, like will they, before they sentence him, say, okay, confess up, give us some more stuff, we'll lighten up the sentence?
Well, didn't they try that in the beginning and he said he wasn't cooperating?
Yeah, but he hadn't been convicted yet.
Yeah.
And then when they throw the book at you going, okay, how old are you? 70 something, 80 something, you're looking at 2 to 3 years in prison. Is that how you want to finish out your golden years, or you might die in a cell?
Mm-hmm.
So what was the question?
Will he flip on the Trump family before they sentence him? Will he start giving up some more info? Ooh, he is. That's backstabbing right on the bottom. That is backstabbing.
I mean,
and the devil. And I'm done.
Come get your kids, devil. 2 of Wands and the Chariot. There's progression and plans, and this is slow and steady wins the race. I want to say it's already been done, or it's already underway, or at the very least, there's little bits of because, mind you, you can say I'm not cooperating all you want to, but when they already have enough to make sure you don't see the light of day, they're fine if they stop there. Their goal may be Donald Trump and the rest of Trump org, but they have you in front of them right now. So if you're willing to fry for the case and the sake of Donald Trump, ask Michael Cohen how that went, then go ahead. But you can cooperate. He is doing little bits of nuggets and of wisdom here, though. But ultimately, yes. Ace of Swords, 10 of Cups. There you go. Info on the family.
Backstabbing, I think, yes. It's like he's chained to the devil, but when the investigators move in and he's getting all anxious about what they're going to sentence him, be patient. There's money men involved here. I get that they secure some information about contracts and agreements. I'm still getting that 2 years, like he goes 2 years, but I get victory on getting him to flip. I do feel like he'll try to block it first, but he starts cooperating with the lawyers and with the courts and stuff and turns his back on Trump. And I get especially like he moves forward on and gives up some stuff on one of the children. And he's got an abundance of information, and I get a big yes card on that. So
I get a yes. They're going to give him a choice, and he's going to take it. Choice right there, passion or desire or love, and then there's your achievement. Yeah, if he hasn't already, it'll probably come when they convict him. Maybe when they get to that milestone, and he's looking at, because right now he's probably thinking, I'm just going to get a few fines. This is, whatever, not a big deal, yada, yada. And then they're like, when he shows up to court and they're reading him, everything, and they're like, you're looking at
how many years he could serve.
Yeah.
2 sounds good. 2 sounds really good compared to 10 or 15 years.
Yeah. Especially with somebody at his age. So here's the next question. Are his sons going to get in trouble? Because his sons are wrapped up in that too, right?
Especially the one that went through the divorce, because his wife gave up a whole bunch of.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. She was all over the news. She gave the prosecutors and everything boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of I
stuff.
forgot about that.
Never
Right
mess
down
with
with
a
dogs, you get
woman.
up with fleas.
Never mess with a woman scorned.
That's
We
what I
keep
drew
receipts.
to.
We
Vindictive
keep
woman.
receipts.
There's 2 women and 1 man. So 1 man definitely is under strain, under stress. 3 of wands, 9 of wands. It is not a definite gavel bang, though. Like he's going to jail forever and ever. But he is indeed caught up. The 7 of swords, there's proof. Because the 7 of swords does take 2, what is, how many? 5 swords and then leaves 2 behind. So there is evidence of the wrongdoing. And the wife is the one that gave it up, or whoever this Queen of Swords is. There's a Queen of Pentacles here too. She has records or something about money. Books is what she has. So there's at least 1 man who is in trouble, but I don't see jail though.
I get they're going through dark night of the soul, and they are trapped in this as support to their dad. It's family legacy. They're all involved. They're all in this. And the details shows how they shifted money around and stuff. So I do get an action taken against them. I get a lot because of the woman that backstabs them, and they are investigated. I get Daddy Weaselberg tries to defend them because he's got regrets about having gotten the family involved, his immediate family. But there's thievery going on here that they're looking into because, Satan. There's also communication and conversation. I keep getting Ivanka. So I feel like there's at least 3 more that they've got communication stuff on. They've got documents on.
For the kids, I get that they're going to lawyer up with some pretty crafty, sneaky lawyers. But it's looking like a yes, because there's your isolation. There's somebody that guides you and protects you. And then there's your sneaky. So not only really good lawyers, but also how employees of this company, because this is also work, were manipulating stuff and doing sneaky stuff in this institution, if that makes any sense. So I'm getting a yes. We'll see. So speaking of Ivanka, can we look at her too?
Yeah, because she keeps coming up, so we better look at her.
So what are we asking on Vanky, little Miss Vanky?
Well, she's got a few things going on. She's been subpoenaed by the committee, but she also keeps coming up in the Trump org stuff because she's signed documents and she falsified stuff to the bank. So let's start with the Trump org things. How much trouble is she in?
Okay, how much trouble is Ivanka in with? Well, okay.
Thank you, Cold Toes. And the mods are on the trolls tonight.
What was the question?
In the New York Trump org, is Ivanka in trouble?
Well, her father shows up naturally with the devil, come get your kids. The Magician and the 8 of Pentacles, manipulation over work and money. So there's proof to this because this is how we start. So there's proof to that. You can deny it all you want, but there's proof to that. There's also a message, it's like a very, very large file of messaging, of words coming through, like a very large, ridiculously large file. There's also leadership in the company with your brothers as well. With the King of Wands, the leadership card here, and the kids. All three of you are in the same boat. So even though she may have done something, they done something else. So I don't know so much that they're singling any one of you out, but you're all sort of going to be grouped up in the same thing. And this one may take some time, but like I said, there's her father, good old Satan himself, and the money and the opportunities and the plans. There are blueprints, like maybe even literally on hard drives and computers and things of that nature. Yeah, there's a lot of info, basically, that somebody has got to hold on to. And here's where the perjury trap thing comes in. What do they know already? And what are they going to ask you that you're going to either plead the fifth or deny or just plain out lie, and they already caught you? So there's the scary part. That's where the whole I need to just tell the truth comes in, but that's not the nature of such
Trump.
people.
You can't tell the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Here's the real petty question, because Eric Trump pleaded the fifth 500 times. Is Ivanka going to triple her brother? Because her signature's all over everything.
Who kept the little hashtag tallies of that to see how many times? Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, Ivanka's got dark night of the soul. I think she's already lied about some things. So yeah, the truth is coming for her, and I get her siblings. Thank you, Sin Alexander, because she's already spoken some lies and trying to remain strong. But yeah, I get she's thrown off balance, having to defend herself. She's trapped. Perjury trap. To investigators, yeah, they're gonna hammer the knives in the back. That's gonna hurt. There's steady money that they've got information on, and I get the victory card. I get the devil, like they've got all the knowledge on the devil they need, but I don't know why with Ivanka I always get like she tries to get away, like maybe looking to go overseas or something, like try to change. She tries to get out of it. Traveling. I get travel cards with her. Like she may try to run.
Maybe they'll go to Israel.
Thank you, Gina and Catherine.
Thank you. For her being indicted, I get a yes. There's something here that's very strong about something to do with consulting. There was something that she was doing as a consultant that they got her for.
And that was at the root of my reading. So that tells me they've already got it. They're just sitting on it. They're just waiting to pounce.
I mean, this is slow. This is very slow. This is.
I get this takes some time.
Or lifetime. This is slow as hell. And it's something she did when some sort of consulting something. I don't know if she worked as a consultant when she wasn't supposed to, like she was on a double payroll. I don't know. There's something here that she was consulting that they got her on. So that was if she would be indicted. Can we ask if she'll be convicted? Because that's the civil part. Because I asked about Letitia James. That's civil. It's the other guy that's doing the criminal.
Right.
So if our readings are suggesting that she will be indicted civilly.
Yeah.
So let's see if she will be criminally indicted. Or wait, no, will she be convicted, right?
Yeah, criminally convicted. Will she serve any jail time? my yes card just flew out.
Could you imagine Trump going into a meltdown if his daughter goes to jail? Oh my God.
Well, he's already said, send Don Jr. up the river. Don't protect Ivanka.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, Lori.
Oh, with a father like that, who needs enemies? 7 of Cups and the World. It's not as clear cut as that, but it's either yes or no. You can't be a little bit pregnant, so either you're indicted or not. But it's still in influx. There's something yet to be revealed, I guess. 7 of Cups in the World. Like I said, there's still something coming there. 2 of Pentacles and Strength. So one side has a really good case by these cards, and the other side still has to agree to cooperate or not. So it could be a situation to where if you're not going to cooperate, then I'm going to force you. And then if I have to force you, then you're indicted. If you're indicted, you're convicted. But there is no hope for the future, though. So I get the image of trying to escape a circle. You're just going to go around and around type thing. There is no out to this. So the hope is gone. So there is no way out of this. You are going to be indicted at some point in the future. I just can't say when.
So you're getting a yes on that she will be criminally
Indicted, yes.
indicted.
Convicted, I don't get, because I still get there is still something out of harmony, out of balance there.
I get no for the criminally convicted. I didn't ask criminally indicted. I jumped right into criminally convicted, and I get a no on that one. There's something here that they're missing that's causing a lot of confusion. Perhaps, no, right here. When they talk and they meet and they negotiate, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'm cloudy on that information. I wasn't there. Stuff was,
Stonewall.
Stonewall, but it's like not really stone. Maybe she just pleads the fifth 8 million times, because here it shows speaking and the communications and the negotiations and the talking. Well, there's uncertainty here. I'm not sure. I don't know. Hesitant here. And then with this one here, it's nervousness and anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but that doesn't make sense though, because I mean, if you got, I don't care what you say, if we got a mountain of evidence against you.
I get she may walk away, but it's only if she talks about the devil. If she brings up the truth and flips on daddy and gives a different perspective on that. And she's very conflicted about that. But I do get that she may, sway it towards somebody else, turn her back on him and talk. The messenger card. So yeah, putting burden about the gifts of money and she backstabs. So I don't know. I think to protect herself, she backstabs.
She's got a decision to make.
She's got a decision to make. We're going to turn on daddy or not. He doesn't have that much longer to live, girl. Turn on him. Laugh.
Well, can I ask a really stupid, petty question? Like real petty? So, like, you guys know how she bought that ginormous mansion in
Miami.
Star Island in Miami Beach. And there's aerial footage that the house is just in disrepair. Like the swimming pool is green. It's all messed up. And they don't even
Star Island, they allow such a thing?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, they let that trash in the Star Island. Well, like there was news reports last year or whenever that she was upset because they wouldn't let her join the little club, the social club,
country club,
the country club for people that live there. So I want to be real petty, and like now that all this legal stuff is coming up with the New York AG and the January 6th committee and the Manhattan DA, how is this affecting her social life? Because homegirl is shallow AF.
And how is it affecting her money? Because it looks like when you see that home, it looks like she doesn't have the money to fix it up.
Unless they just bought it to get rid of money.
Yeah, to hide money.
To hide money, yeah.
Like most of the people on Star, well, not most, but there's a lot of left-leaning influence in Star Island.
She was in New York recently trying to give out boxed meals like to homeless people and stuff, and the homeless wouldn't even take such stuff from her. Like, no. Get away from me.
Did this come from your father? Is it laced with bleach? I don't think I want it.
You're like, shit, it's Medusa Jr.
Medusa Jr., don't even take that food if you're starving.
I don't want it that bad. No, thank you.
Oh my God.
That's pretty bad. It's like you're not only rejected by society in New York, the homeless have rejected you.
Homeless don't even like you.
And it's like, you cannot tell me that was not a very poorly planned PR stunt.
Yes.
Look at Ivanka. She's feeding the homeless because Ivanka was the genius for her dad to go gas people and go stand in front of the church with an upside down backwards Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
Yeah, here I come with my food, and look, they won't take it.
And throw paper towels to flood victims of a hurricane. So we don't really do PR very well on this side of the road.
So I forgot. What's the question? How's she feeling about her social life?
So I get the social here with the lovers and the two of cups. Very, very small, but there are some people. The problem is nobody believes you. The Page of Swords, a liar, the spy. They believe you're putting on a front, which you are. You do try to pass yourself off as more of an emotional person, emotionally sound, emotionally gifted. But, and here's the thing, this is why so many people ask about other members of your family. Are they going to change their names and all of this type of stuff? This is your problem. Your problem is the fool. I didn't grow up in New York, therefore I did not know who Donald Trump was. All I knew of Donald Trump is what was portrayed on TV. I thought he was rich. I thought he hung out on celebrities because he did. That's all I knew about him. And then when you hear him speak, then of course it removes all of the ambiguity. Then you know who he is. So he ruined your social life. And you did not help because you are basically Trump Jr. and the other two are Beavis and Butthead. So, yeah, there is no social life because nobody trusts you. When you walk in the room, they like, oh, hide your purse. Here comes them Trumps. Hide your purse.
It's like Aretha Franklin used to always take her purse on stage with her because she didn't trust anybody behind the stage. I'm like, that would be anybody around Ivanka. It's like,
and it's like they may not even be stealing your money. They're probably stealing your social security card.
Yeah.
Thank you, Larry. Yeah, she's feeling bullied and isolated. She can't even buy her way into society. Like, nobody will take that food, not even a homeless person.
Homeless don't even like
the whole family in the Sunshine State I get is blocked.
Oh my gosh.
So she's a liar. She's having to defend herself, and her walls in her house are threadbare. That kind of thing. So yeah, she's very isolated, and they're like, you probably have COVID. She's out in the cold.
Cooties.
You got cooties. Like you're out in the cold.
And it's not. Oh my gosh. And it's not just all nasty shit.
Why do my cards get so petty when I read on Ivanka?
Because we're petty. I get that her reputation and her image has been severely damaged, and right now she's kind of just hanging out peacefully at resorts and stuff because she can't get invited anywhere. So don't be a CUNT. How about that? I
mean, stop playing poo in the monkey cage.
It's like your daddy just led an insurrection while you're over there tweeting, we love our patriots.
So who wants to hang out with that?
So I got a two-parter.
Okay.
Forbes said that they estimate Trump's only worth about 93 million, not billions of dollars. He's worth like 93 million. So that means Vanky isn't getting any money from daddy probably, right? If he's only got 93 million because he needs it for his own lawsuits and stuff. So I got a two-parter.
Okay.
Is that close to accurate that Trump is not only worth around 93 million now? And two, how's Vanky's little financial situation.
Okay.
I always said he was probably worth around 300 million. Is what I always said. So let's see.
I did a reading back in 2018, I think it was. Is Trump a billionaire? And it was like, hell no.
No. And it was some people in the chat that was saying that's the character NBC created, and that's what I believed, is he was a real estate billionaire, because that's what was created for The Apprentice.
Yeah, it's all
That's
limited.
all I knew.
He doesn't own most of his properties. He just puts his name
Just
on them.
leases his name.
Is he worth 93 million? That's a hell mother effing no. That man is suffering. And he's going to have to make serious sacrifices. So that's my first part. What's the second? What was
how's Ivanka's financial situation?
Ivanka's financial situation?
Yeah.
So for him, is it close to accurate? Yeah, there's a huge strain. The family money grows, but it grows very, very slowly. It's like a through sludge type thing. He has what he needs, though, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups. The problem is there is no growth, but he has what he needs now to survive. So, I mean, $93 million, you can make it on that, but he does not have growth. His work has stopped. His work is under strain and stress because of who he is and his name. So his name value has diminished greatly. So is it close to 90? I would say yes. It's like something very compact. It's two numbers. It's definitely not three. But yeah,
I get he's definitely got big financial problems, judgments on him. It's like he's severely burdened. All he's got is his image, and he's looking for handouts right and left. Like, give me money, give me money, give me money. He's depending on charity, and I get the whole family is, like the corrupt family, like they all are. So he's getting miserly. Like, he's not spending a lot. He's trying to hang on to what he's got. The money has shifted, and he's stuck in this luxury lifestyle with very little money. He may be single digit. He may be like 9 million. He may be Trump the thief.
But here's the thing. How much is he going to have when all the lawsuits and shit are done? Or is the RNC going to pick up that tab too?
Are they going to keep paying for it? So let's see how Ivanka's finances are, because she and Jared made, what was it, 600 million off the presidency. So
for Ivanka, there she is, woman. She came out all on her own. She has several areas of growth that are making her quite happy that she can rely on. So she's looking pretty good. She's got several areas here that are healthy and growing. She may have something also as well to do with stuff that's medical. So I don't know if this would be pharmaceutical, because she's got tree right here and it mirrors over here to bouquet. So alternative medicines, pharmaceuticals, but she's got several avenues in the middle. And she may have paved these paths while she was some sort of an advisor as well here with Dog. So she's looking good financially. She's got reliable sources of several sources of income, but they look like medicine or something health related. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, Johnny.
No, I was just agreeing. That's what I got to.
You got pharmaceuticals?
Yeah, all that what you just said. That's what I got.
What'd you get, Jenny?
I get she fights for her money, but I get a lot of it comes from Jared. Her luxury lifestyle comes more, so she's stuck with Jared because that's where the money is coming from. So she has to work together with him. But I get she does lie about her wealth, that they've had an impact. They've had a little crash from like legal defense and stuff. They seem to be doing okay with real estate for some reason. So that may be, like you said, like hiding money by buying that house and then not fixing it up. But she does have some plans and does have some family money, but I think it's Jared's more than hers. It's not coming from Daddy. Daddy didn't show up.
So I was just thinking, like, Melania, honey, time to sell them chest kidneys and get a refund because you're about to be broke. So,
Auction her boobs off.
She's auctioning stuff off for like $250,000. You know, she's selling stuff and auctioning stuff now.
Sell your boobs, lady. Get a refund because you're about to be broke. So
I don't know any other former president that their wife goes and auctions stuff off because
it's better than a garage sale. Can you imagine?
They donate stuff. They donate stuff to like the Smithsonian. You know, like they give it away. Melania's out there trying to make money because they got no money.
Trying to sell her Michael Jackson smooth criminal hat for $250,000. Girl, if you don't go somewhere and sit down. You have many hats. You have many hats people can buy for $250,000. That's called money laundering. That's what you
sell that. I don't really care. Coat.
Oh my gosh! Like, remember when everybody? Oh, Trump's presidential library. How? He's got to pay for that. He has to pay for that. Effer's broke, man. Homeboy's broke. They're going to be having a yard sale at Mar-a-Lago. You know. So okay, so is Ivanka and Jared going to have to give him a loan?
Because how's his finances going to look after all this?
Because if he's worth single digits,
are they going to have to pay for his convalescent home?
The only thing that's saving him right now, if that's his financial picture, is the RNC because they're paying for all his legal bills.
Well, and don't forget, you know, Deutsche Bank loans are due in March, I think, or maybe February. It's like he's got a lot of bills due.
He's got bills due. I'm telling you, Melania, gotta sell them boobies on the interwebs. So will Ivanka have to give Trump a loan? I gotta know. Hell no. Why? Because he doesn't pay his bills and he doesn't pay people back.
Dad, you're not going to pay me back, so no.
No. And
mind you, that would be good karma because all the way back, I remember that story. Eric Trump threw a charity at Mar-a-Lago, a charity golf tournament or whatever. And he was raising money for kids in cancer. Donald Trump said there's something going on at Mar-a-Lago. Who is it? They said, oh, it's Eric throwing a thing. Did you charge him? They said, no. He said, charge him. Everybody pays. Your son couldn't throw a charity banquet at your stupid little golf course for free. Your son? Okay. That's all right. As far as his finances go, they're going to remain under strain, but you got the Knight of Pentacles and the Star. So that would be good news. That's like, okay, we're going in the right direction. What messes it up, though, is we're not prepared. The Fool, and then constant need for this. Lawyers to defend thyself, to keep thyself out of jail. You might be living in your car. I mean, I'm just saying, no shade. I ain't trying to shame nobody because, you know, hard times happen. But
you mean his golf
this
cart?
mother sucker. I'm shaming you.
Does he get to take his caddy with him so he can?
You might have to live in your car or live in your plane, but you're going to have to be living somewhere quite minute. Somewhere
Trump in his clown card with Secret Service running around it.
Not even the trailers. Some trailers are really nice. A car.
Thank you, Letitia. I get like she's gonna get a lot of attention on her for something, and I feel like she's moving away from him, and you know, steady money that's been manipulated because she gives something up. She whistleblows on him. Thank you, Nazi. I get she whistleblows on him and throws him out in the cold. It's like betrays him, not accepting any bond with him anymore is what I get. Like she gives him up to the investigator. So I get he loses some properties in court and she just stands in her own truth and power, but she talks about him. I don't see any money going to him.
He's going to have to call up Lindsey Graham and see if they can get bunk beds together. Like, he's like, sorry, Melania, you're on your own. So,
No. I'm pretty sure Trump would want to be on the top bunk. Even though he's 371 pounds, you want to be up here. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Ahead.
Oh, my God. So speaking of the Orange Menace, I guess he held a rally in Texas a couple of days ago, and he was talking to, they're saying, I didn't watch what he said. I'm just going off of what Twitter was saying, because like I said, I've not been watching the news. And they were saying that he's calling for people to mass protest if his criminal cases are illegal. So
yeah, if prosecutors take any illegal action against him, he's asking for mass protests.
Yeah. So will there be mass protests with Trump?
So this kind of sounds like they're stealing the election from me, which means I know I'm going to lose, come create chaos. So in my criminal cases, I know I'm going to lose, go create chaos.
Create chaos. All you people waiting on JFK, come down here and protest.
And I have a second part to that question too, just because of some stuff that I have seen legal experts saying on Twitter. So yeah.
Because he feels the walls closing in. A group of people called by his name. So this is very, very tight-knit group. These may be people who are not just supporters, but organized as well. The 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords, this is something that is, mind you, he said this in public, so it's not like he sent an email out to his supporters. So there are people who are looking into this already, that are keeping a close eye on such a thing, because there is worry about it actually coming to light and to fruition. There's a man here who has some severe regrets. And there might be some sort of ruckus, but there might be one lone idiot who is in the wrong place at the wrong time doing the wrong thing. Like, hey, let's go storm the Capitol on January 6th. And that's the Capitol in DC. And he goes to the Capitol of Sacramento or something. So it's he's somewhere all by him lonesome, but he's doing it for Trump. And so this actually does spell bad for Trump too, because all of the insurrection is what other defense. He told us to do it. So I think one lone idiot is going to be called, and we'll see him in the news.
I just can't. Okay, I get it. It was over a year ago that January 6th happened, but it's not that long ago. We're still hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbasses are sitting here watching people getting sent to jail for listening to him, and you're all like, yay, Trump! So you're about to do the same thing those idiots did.
Mm-hmm. Because moral of the story is nobody learned from Medusa a really long time ago. Stay away from that man. He is bad for everything in your life. Oh, let me go meet him. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Prairie.
He's right over that cliff with the rest of those people.
Thank you, Prairie Griffith. I get their blocked from, and that's a no card for me. Like they can't get in there to protest. So, like, when everything's done with the investigations and he's trapped, all those that are bonded with him are, stuck with the truth staring them in the face. But I get there's like a lot of security around, and they can't do anything for the devil. So he's out there. Like, I still get, like, there will be some that love him as businessman Trump, in secret. Like, they kind of go underground a little bit more. Maybe they wave at him in his car when he's living in it. But it's like Trump is isolated, and I get, all the lies, like there's an eruption of lies that they hear about. And they've been lied to. Like they're like, we've been gaslit. I get they walk away from him. In general.
I mean, at this point, like, look, this is how I see it. You guys remember 2020, the year that the pandemic started? And we're like, you guys don't drink bleach. And then it became, you guys don't eat stuff for your fish tank. And now we're like, now we're having to tell people not to drink their own pee. At this point, I'm like, just do it. Just do
whatever you want. For entertainment purposes only, to YouTube. We do not advise that, but if they want to do it, they got, free will.
Country.
I mean, you want to own the libs, you go ahead and drink gallons of your own piss. Like, let's see how that.
They're gonna screw up their kidneys, and we're gonna have all these jaundiced people walking around looking orange like Trump.
Except they can't get transplants because they're unvaccinated.
I guess that some of his supporters are going to be extremely, extremely, extremely loud, but then they're going to have extremely powerful regrets for doing it. So here's the other part of that question. Some legal analysts, including what's that guy's name that was the teacher of the AG right now, Lawrence Tribe, as well as Lawrence Tribe, watched the rally and have made legal commentary, stating that Trump could be tampering with witnesses and also obstructing an ongoing investigation because he was dangling pardons during that speech.
Yeah. For anybody in the insurrectionists and Congress people, anybody involved in January 6th, he's dangling pardons.
He's dangling pardons, even though
if he really gave a rat's ass about it, he could have pardoned you before he left office, like he did with other people.
But who did he pardon? Roger Stone, Michael Flynn, all his little buddies that did all the dirty work and left you all mother effers to rot in jail.
Some rapper who paid for it, but not you.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have the money to pay to play. So will he get brought up on obstruction of or witness tampering?
Obstruction of justice and witness tampering.
Because now you're saying to them, don't cooperate. Wait for me, and I'll get you out. Which, again, Medusa. Who has he fulfilled any promise?
The devil is my Medusa in this deck.
I mean,
that's it.
I pulled out the Medusa deck. We'll see if it pops up here. No, because there is a little bit of an out here. That he was just talking. He is not president, therefore he can't promise you anything. So I get the sun and the serpent. There is lie in wait and success. So all you need to do is lie in wait for my success and I will come save you. But his defense, seduction. It's just words. He was not, you can't hold him liable for these words, even though it is technically witness tampering, but you can't hold them liable because they're still just words. Who believes me? It's Fox News, right? Fox Entertainment. But here with the unicorn, this is your friend's talisman, something you're going to give them. So they do believe you, though. At least some of them do.
Speaking of Fox News, though, I've never understood. Maybe it's because I'm asking the cards wrong or whatever. You guys remember when the big tobacco companies got in a shit ton of trouble years ago because they knowingly lied to their consumers that tobacco was fine and hid all of that information from them, and they lost billions of freaking dollars? Same thing applies to Fox News with their misinformation about the vaccinations. Because their entire staff, everybody that works in that building anyway, is mandated to be vaccinated and wear a mask. But yet they purposefully misinform their audience to make a profit. So I'm just wondering why nobody has brought the same crap that they did to the big tobacco companies to Fox News. But that was just me having a rant. So sorry.
Will they get the devil? Will they get him? It's like he's just out there happy to be fundraising, making money, trying to look strong, trying to move his agenda forward. But they're going to temper the bully. I don't get he'll get charged for obstruction over this, what he's doing right now. He will get burdened when he's in defense mode. But and making people pay for pardons and all that and all the other underhanded stuff he did. But I get in courts like he's going to regret things that he did in the past. So he may get an indictment for obstruction, but it's like, go back to the Mueller report or go back to the second impeachment or something. Like he gets for a past obstruction offense.
I get no. There's the rally, there's the travel, there's the uncertainty, and just a shitstorm ahead. No. Also, can the committee use it? No, because this is a large body of people. That would be your committee. The January 6th committee is moving into very uncharted, bad territory with that. But this is what I don't understand. And I'm not a lawyer. But this mother effer did the same damn thing that caused January 6th. So it's like, I get freedom of speech, I get our First Amendment rights, but our First Amendment rights doesn't protect us from starting a freaking riot.
Because you are yelling fire in the crowded theater right now.
Yeah.
Because they have been radicalized for what? From Bush to now with this Fox News stuff. And
Bush was the indoctrination.
And all he had to do was flick the spark, and it all blew up and went up in flames, and then they all ran outside and caused chaos. So you are basically weaponizing people who are ready to be weaponized. So he should suffer consequences, a whole nother thing. But yeah, you're doing the exact same thing.
So off of the orange clown.
Well, can we stick with him for a second? Because he's waiving pardons. If he gets elected again too, like he's saying, I'll give you pardons if I'm elected again. So just to reconfirm, like he had a chance to give you a pardon way back after January 6th last year. He was president till January 20th. Why didn't he go ahead and give him a pardon then?
So why didn't he pardon the insurrectionist?
Back before he left presidency, January 20th.
Yeah. All these they all fell out. I shall use them. They were for other people. He didn't actually care. The temperance, those he worked with, meet the tower, upheaval and destruction. There's an ending. And then there's King of Swords here, but he's saving them. They are for certain people. People who were on his side. People that his team told him to pardon. Because I don't know if it was Lil Wayne. It was one of them rappers. He doesn't know who that is. But he knows they made a contribution. So whoever his team told him to pardon, and Jenna Ryan and all these other people were not on the list. So he didn't actually care. Temperance Tower. He did not care about you. He still does not care about you. Again, you are from Alabama. He is from New York City. He does not care about you whatsoever. He is not a country bumpkin. He's a city rat. So,
And he would sell you and your trailer right from under you in 2 seconds flat if it made him a penny.
yes,
Yeah.
a half a penny.
You know, I get we're going to get illumination like on Republicans and stuff that he did, but they had to bully to get the pardon because, you know, he's a miser. So they had to bully him to get the presidential pardons because even as president, he was businessman Trump. Are you paying me? Like, so basically, I mean, like, there's more stuff that's going to come out in the courts about paying for pardons, but the losers didn't get one. You know, if you couldn't pay, you didn't get one. It all came down to money.
Okay, so he came out all on his own. I got letter, birds, and man, garden, whip, and then this one wanted to come out, so I just left it out, even though it's a line of 6. He may have been having a meeting about the results of something that was supposed to be put on paper, which is probably what we're hearing about from the committee right now. Why didn't he issue pardons? Because the people, the spectators, the audience that were fighting did not achieve their goal.
Punish them.
They were losers.
Punish them because I sent you out to get the job done and you didn't do it. So that's on you.
Y'all are just little iguanas in a tree falling out. That's all you are.
I mean, seriously. And then what? Who were we making fun of the other day? Stewie. One-eyed Stewie.
One-eyed Stewie Rhodes.
So Jenny sends me a text and she's like, what did you say, Jenny? Like,
You said, is that so-and-so? And I said, no, one-eyed Stewie.
She sent me a text about something happened with Stewie. And I couldn't figure out who you were. I thought you were talking about Stewie, the little cartoon guy from Family Guy. So
I was like, no, one-eyed Stewie.
From the Christmas Story, you'll shoot your eye out. What happened with him?
I can't remember now. What was that? That was like Wednesday or Thursday. Something happened because I saw it on Twitter and I was like, look at this.
Oh my God.
Stewie's in trouble.
That dumbass, man. Like, whatever. So here's a question we were talking about in the app prior to the show. Biden and executive orders. Because the Voting Rights Act, thanks to what's her face, Cinema and Manchin, went dead. And I think every time we've read on the voting rights, we always got like,
oh, you said he had escape tunnels in his backyard.
Oh, he had escape tunnels in his yard.
That's what it was. Yeah, I was scrolling back. One-eyed Stewie, he was deemed a flight risk because he had all kinds of escape tunnels dug in his backyard. So it was like,
are you a gopher, man? Are you a gopher? What are you doing? You already shot your own eye out, dude.
That's what I meant. Stewie from Family Guy. I was like, no, one-eyed Stewie had escape tunnels all over his backyard. Sorry.
I can only see out of one eye, but let me root around under the earth in the dark.
A little mole under the ground.
I shot my own eye out teaching a gun safety course, but let me get up in this tunnel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There I go, screwing up the show.
I'm done.
What stupid son of a bitch. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, little Stewie.
I told Peanut that. He's like, I was like, do you know how he shot his eye out? He's like, yeah. He was like cleaning. I was like, no, he was teaching a gun safety course and shot his own eye. Peanut just lost it. I'm crying. I'm going to hell. I'm taking you some bitches with me.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, why do we find that so funny?
Hello, I don't know either. Jesus Christ.
Trying to teach them how to defend yourself. You try.
Oh, defend yourself from yourself.
Oh, God. You're going to be crawling underneath.
And then Taro Newbie sent me a video. I'm going to have to send it to y'all. Of a man teaching a gun safety class in a school.
In a school?
Kids. And he's standing there. And he's got the gun. He said, and I'm trained in this and this, and dropped it and shot himself in the leg. And then people was like, everybody wasn't moving. He was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, sucker? You shot yourself. What was
And this is why we don't want to be using guns. Like,
exactly.
We don't want them to be using guns.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Somebody
What
blasted
dumb, stupid idiot, man. So he was denied bail because he had all the tunnels. Like a freaking one-eyed gopher.
Like, where was he gonna go? Like, they're coming for him to arrest him. He's gonna like escape in one of his tunnels. Where the hell are you gonna go once you get out of the tunnel? Like, your tunnel is only through your property. Where does it go from there? It's like chasing Saddam Hussein, through his tunnels and catching him. It's like, following roads, you only got one eye.
Like, and then I wonder if did his tunnels go into somebody else's property? Because then you can sue him.
For digging up.
Oh my God.
I don't know. If I was his neighbors, I'd be walking around, honey, we got mold problems. The ground's a little squishy here.
I am sorry, you guys.
Where the hell did he think he would, like, do you have a car hidden down the way when you come out the tunnel? Like, where are you going to go once you get out of the tunnel?
Oh my gosh. Don't you think it would be hilarious if he had, like, how you see all these people that are like paranoid that live underground that have like those apocalyptic bunkers with like 800 years worth of food? Wouldn't it be funny if he had that in the little tunnels?
In all the tunnels, but it's like when you escape, like, if they put a wanted poster out there, everybody's going to know who you are. You're one-eyed Stewie Rhodes.
And then if you're sitting in your backyard, you're just chilling, got your lemonade and your earphones in, and you just notice your ground starts moving and a head pops up with an eye missing, and you think, what the hell is in this lemonade?
There goes Stewie again.
It's all of a sudden somebody pop out the ground.
Gives Groundhog Day a whole new meaning, Johnny.
Trump's got his clown car. Stewie's got
Honey,
his
get the shovel. Kill the mole.
Oh God. Oh God.
Going to hell. All of us. That includes you for laughing.
I gotta keep. Man, I'm messing my cards all up here. I gotta come out of my sweater. I'm getting hot.
These people.
Oh my gosh. Amy says one-eyed Stewie thought he was El Chapo.
Was he going to go to Mexico? Where was he going to go?
Like, did you bring your passport and your vaccine card?
With all the bad hombres? Is he going to escape to Mexico? Where's he going?
What did you do today? I laughed at a man who has one eye. That's
For 20 minutes. I'm sorry, I gotta ask, Stewie, what was the plan?
What was the plan with the tunnels?
What was the plan one night, Stewie? With all the tunnels, what was the plan?
Did he think that all the way through? You know what, though? If he was some wounded war vet, then I wouldn't laugh. But a person who tried to overthrow the country, this is karma saying, here you go. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Eddie. Oh my God.
Jesus.
Breathe. One night, Eddie, what was your player? Stewie, sorry. Stewie, what was the play?
I don't know what I can see here. Oh, you're muted still.
Sorry. So I get tree, bouquet, crossroads. There's your tunnel. Stars and power. His plan, he didn't have a plan. That stupid son of a bitch was going to tunnel his way straight into like jail or a court or a... the local utility, like AT&T or something, or Cox Cable or Direct TV, like.
No, call the city. You have a mold problem. No, there's a grown man in the ground
Digging tunnels
with an eye patch on.
And the stars is also mapped, so maybe he like mapped it out to get to like some sort of governmental institution. Or oh, what an idiot!
I get he built it for security reasons, but he was just gonna go on the run from the law. Like he wasn't gonna accept it, and he was gonna try to get away. I get structurally, he probably would have looked back around to his own house. Is what I'm getting. Like he would have gotten far. He would have depended on charity from friends. And he would have just tried to hide out and go on the run. He had no plan really. His big plan is to try to change the perception of America that everybody voted for his boss, which is Trump. That's his big plan. That's his only plan.
Escape plan, in case you were surprised. It didn't. Now, mind you, it was not thought out all the way with the Two of Wands. This is planning stage. Now, here's the thing. Not that I've dug tunnels under my house or anything, but maybe you want to think it out before you start digging. It's just, I mean, even beavers plan before they start building dams. Even moles plan before they start just running around. Because what if they pop up in the middle of the lion cave somewhere? So you got
to hit the gas main or the water sewage pipe.
I mean, what a, and mind you, these white supremacists are the superior race. And you cut your eye out. That's my fancy course, please.
I wonder if he had little air vents, down, because you need little air vents to come down.
like he's snorkeling or scuba diving.
Come up for air, okay?
And you see the little thing like a shark just moving through the grass. Oh my God!
Oh, my face hurts.
You dumb bunch of galoop, as they say.
I think I ate paste isn't the only one that ate paste in school.
No.
I think he's right there with
he's older, so his had lead in it. So
the wall lickers.
Eating paste and licking walls with lead paint.
Oh my God.
Okay, let me try to calm down here. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. So Marjorie Taylor Greene got berated on a talk show in Georgia.
By a constituent calling
by a couple of constituents that called in. There was one lady that just went on and on. And I mean, she didn't say any bad words, or she just told her what she felt and what she thought, that she's a piece of trash.
She said, you're an embarrassment to our state. Yeah. You're an embarrassment.
Yes.
Then there was another lady that called and was, because there was two that I heard. One of them just went on and on and on about what a disappointment she is, and she has to learn to accept Biden, and Biden won, and da 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 da. and you're making up all this stuff and yada yada just to raise money. And then there was another caller that called and was like, you are an embarrassment to the state of Georgia. So how did she feel having to sit there and just take it? She just, because it was a local radio show. So it's not like she was on Fox News or OANN when she.
Or was it radio?
They were filming her too, because there's films you can see on Twitter. Yeah, there's films of her having to sit there and just take it.
Yeah, she had to just sit there and take it. It's not like she was on OANN or Steve Bannon's show where she can just start cursing people out, you know? So how did she feel about being berated by her constituents?
She wanted them to be blocked. I think she's more mad at the record station, radio station.
Hey, but what about free speech unless you're saying something I don't like?
Mm-hmm.
But hey, my Second Amendment will take care of that. That's their solution to everything. You know? Idiot.
Blow your eye out.
Please.
One-eyed Marjorie. There is 2 women here, conversation, and then stoppage, blockage. She couldn't because it's not her show, which is interesting because sometimes they do screening, but they got through anyway. But the conversation, she wanted to talk back here with the Night in the Sphinx, but she couldn't. She just kind of had to take it. But she wanted them blocked. But too bad, so sad.
Too bad.
She was very embarrassed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm surprised that she can actually be embarrassed, because with her, it's just like, it's almost like she takes pride in being the most rudest and uncouth person in the room. Like
the way she behaves.
I guess she thought the people calling in were losers. You know, not that she thought she was a loser, that she thought the people that were calling in were just backstabbing losers. And she's thinking, oh, I'm not going to raise as much money today on this talk show. But, you know, strength, this is what she does all the time. She was like, I need to be more careful who I partner with in the future. Like she was angry. She was pissed. She wanted to blow up. But she's a bully. Like, she's going to move forward as the bully and try to be careful how she's structured where she does.
I'm surprised she didn't get on the radio. You must be a communist. Like, that's her answer.
She wanted to talk back.
She wanted to talk back.
Here she is right here. Behind her is Fish and Heart. So she came out all on her own. She thought she was going to get in there and get an abundance of love and praise. Instead, regrets and shame, and she wanted to get the F out of there. Like, just get me as far away from this as possible.
Can I ask a follow-up? Because we're seeing it with Trump now. When he goes places, smaller crowds, and he gets booze and things of that nature. Is this going to reoccur to where she's going to have more situations in the future to where people are just taking her to task?
Don't forget the whistle, man. Don't forget.
I really think
the whistle. All it took was a whistle, and she was.
If we weren't in a pandemic, I would go to rallies of hers and get a whole bunch of Democrats to go and just boo and hiss and whistle like they did that time, blow a whistle and stuff, and just interrupt the crap out of her rallies.
I mean,
My freedom of speech, but we're in a pandemic, so I'm not getting around those crazy people. They're all going to die off anyway.
I mean, if they don't poison themselves first. Johnny, what was the question?
Is this going to happen again? Like, is this going to be a regular occurrence where she gets disrupted?
Lord, if I could be karma.
At least not for now. I think, yes, in the future, the next couple of media runs or whatever, I think she is going to put some sort of thing in place here with the shield and the love card to where she makes sure that it's going to show her in a positive light. But the winds of change and the hand of fate with the siren, it is going to happen again, just not immediately. But the problem is you have a reputation. and this reputation is going. Now, mind you, with the siren, the siren beckons you into the deep. So you may think that you're going into the right place, and then you will be drowned by the siren type thing. So this is going to happen again because you think you're amongst friends, kind of like they do. They'll have an ambush thing for Ted Cruz and Tucker Carlson type thing. It's going to happen to you again, just not right now.
Thank you, Margaret. I get her. It's all about her image. So her image, she's steady. She thinks that people love her. When she goes on and talks, and she doesn't accept the people that don't. Like, she rejects them. She's just going to keep bullying and everything. But I get she's going to want a block button if she goes on air again and talking, because she doesn't want that conflict. She wants a block button. So she can control it. So she can hit it and say, nope, I'm not going to talk to that.
How about we get her a muzzle and a mute button?
Yes.
I get her several more times, specifically perhaps the closer she gets to elections, because there's secrets here that are several secrets about her that are going to be revealed, and she's going to hear about it. So will she be heckled again? Yes, most definitely, several times. And it's about stuff that she's been keeping secret that get revealed here. So, I mean, that girl's dirty, man. She's telling people not to get vaccinated. Meanwhile, she's got $1 bazillion worth of stocks in the vaccines and all this other stuff that she's been telling her own constituents not to do.
Crazy. Well, she's making money off it.
Well, she's making buttloads of money off of it, but whatever.
She's making money off of Democrats that are getting vaccinated. You know?
Yeah, well, she's telling her own constituents and everybody else to not get vaccinated.
Just die.
That's cult, So we were talking about this before the show about Joe Biden and executive orders. And because we had, every time we read on it about the voting rights, if I remember correctly, it was always like delays, a long time before anything happens. And as we just saw with Sinema and Manchin, the voting rights died. So I don't know if Joe Biden can put that in through executive order. I know that the Senate would need 2/3 majority to veto his executive order, which they don't have. But I don't know if he could do it through executive order. But the question is, why is Biden not doing more executive orders? That was your question, Jenny.
Yeah. He did some when he first went in to reverse some of Trump's executive orders, but why isn't he doing more executive orders?
Yep.
I believe there was a burden that was placed by greed, the fool, and Republicans that he felt had to be reversed. So this was more of an emergency, more of a need type of thing. And then here with leaderships and cooperations and coalitions and all that stuff, that it can be done the normal way, which it cannot, but it can be done the normal way.
Yeah, I get like his success depends on both parties here with the two sphinxes. Like it's too chaotic. There's an abundance of chaos, and Biden wants them to work together on the plans in a balanced way. So he wants steady support for bills. So I don't think he'll do much in executive orders.
I got the scythe, the bouquet, the writer, mice, and letter. the decision for him to move forward, no, because stuff is lost and missing, and here's the bills. He wants the bills, but also there's a threat that if they don't get the results that they want, there will be impeachment delivered. Meaning, I'm assuming that that's what this is meaning, because happiness and joy and all that stuff is diminished and dwindled here. These two are impeachment and the delivery. So it's almost like walking on eggshells, because they're not quite certain what it's going to be like at the next elections. And it's almost like not wanting to risk, well, if I do everything executive order, then they're going to say I'm abusing my power, and they're going to write me up a litany of stuff, and and
impeach him over and over.
Impeach him as retaliation over nothing, even though Trump should have been impeached more than twice
For his crimes.
Yeah, should have been impeached more than twice. But it's the party is just so corrupted, and so that it's like, if he were to wear the wrong tie, they would impeach him. It's retaliation. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting. So Tim Ryan is a Democrat that's running against Rob Portman in Ohio. Is Tim Ryan going to win the election?
I get a yes on the bottom. He does have strength. The other guy I'm getting is like a bully. It's going to be hard work. And he needs to defend himself against a lot of lies that the other guy's going to be putting out. There's a lot of backstabbing going on. But I get he gets steady votes, like a big chunk of the votes. So I'm going to say yes. Although I didn't get like the sun card or something that's a big yes. It looks like it'll be close.
Is he running against the incumbent, or is he? Well, this is Ohio, so I'm pretty sure the Democrat is not the representative there.
No, it's a Republican. Republican is Rob Portman. But
because
saying in the chat that Portman is retiring. I don't know.
There's some attacks coming from the establishment, some sort of governmental something. There's attacks coming from there. There is a lot of burden. This new action is causing a lot of actual burden. So he's under a lot of pressure, a lot of strain. The messaging, he is going to have to learn how to control that. That is what's going on. I do get the bully on the bottom too. But it's steady growth. Now, it looks promising, but steady growth is not necessarily you'll have the numbers you need by the time of the election. It just means steady growth. So the good thing about it, though, is you will then be established by that time. So if you don't win that time, run again. But it's steady growth, but it is slow. But like I said, it looks promising, but you do have a lot of things to overcome now.
I don't know. There's the man, there's the tower, there's the cross. And I asked it, will Tim Ryan win the election? That's how I worded it. So I don't think that this is Ron Portman.
Yes,
but
whoever he's running against.
Yeah, it's there's a man here that's isolated and suffering, a man that is institutionally burdened. It's like a lot of red tape somehow. It's just like it's sacrifice and burdens and pains and suffering. So I hope to God I'm right or I'm wrong. I've been wrong more times than I can count. So
can we look at, will Biden get his SCOTUS pick through? Because McConnell. Can we look at that? Like, will he get his pick?
McConnell, I think it was last year, that was like, I'm not letting her pick any SCOTUSes.
Yeah.
You tell me why Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema are over there kissing the feet of that turtle when he's telling you years ahead, I ain't doing a damn thing. If it's not my way because it's my government, then it's the highway, you know? So will Joe Biden get his SCOTUS pick?
It's interesting because he said that he wants to do nominate a black woman, and I get the dark woman on the bottom.
I get suffering and loss here with the 5 of Cups and 3 of Swords. The Page of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups. There is something being delivered that cannot be stopped, however. And then there is a new leader at work. So I will say yes. This is going to be, it already is, that this is affirmative action and this is blah, 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 this whatever.
Well, you heard what they're doing, what the Supreme Court is doing with affirmative action right now.
Yeah.
I get he gets, he's got hopes that he does, but he gets bullied and blocked on the votes by, this is probably Mitch McConnell, the old man, the same old doing, nostalgia, doing what he does over and over, same way they work. He gets blocked from his choice until after the transition. So like midterms. After midterms, I get a big yes. Like he gets people working across the aisle. And by that time, I get there's a lot more stuff coming out about the investigations too. So he will eventually, but I think he gets blocked initially.
I get the blockage too, my dear. There's your reputation, your image, your honors delayed. And then it flows. Just like J-Lo saying, McConnell did say, if Biden wins, nothing will be passed. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to kill that son of a bitch with voodoo. That's what I'm going to do. Damn you, Mitch McConnell. So Pennsylvania courts have ruled that mail-in ballots are unconstitutional. Will it be appealed?
Mind you, this was back in 2019 or 2014. I forgot what the article said. That the law was established, I think 2019. And it wasn't until Donald Trump lost that they wanted to appeal it.
Yep.
And it had bipartisan support, mind you, back then. But now that he lost, they want it away. But there is also a law that says it stays in place until the case is over. So it's still in place. You can still do your mail-in ballots until the case is over. And then you'll see what happens after that.
What was the question?
The Pennsylvania court ruling.
Will it hold? Will it hold?
Will it be appealed? Will it be appealed? I just love it how these bastards just like throw a temper tantrum and change the rules when they don't get their way. You know? And then when you do the same thing, they cry foul. And they don't just cry foul; they scream it till you can hear them all the way over on freaking Jupiter.
Well, they blame Democrats for doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Everything that comes out of their mouth that they blame us for is what they're doing.
Yep. I mean, come on now. They're over there at Fox News having fights with M&Ms. First they go after Big Bird. Now it's M&Ms. Then it's going to be Minnie Mouse. I mean, it's sensationalism for just.
Because they can cover those stories instead of covering how deep everybody they had on their shows is in trouble. The Matt Gaetz and the Donald Trumps and the Ivankas. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Big Bird.
Or their own Fox News hosts, Sean Hannity, Laura Ingraham, getting on the phone while they're telling their audience, this was Antifa, and meanwhile, oh my God, what is he doing? Which is funny too, because I thought about that when we were reading on Donald Trump dangling pardons for the insurrectionists. So it's like, so are you saying you're going to pardon according to you, Black Lives Matter, Antifa? Because you said for months and months and months and months that it was Black Lives Matter and Antifa that were the right. Oh, and the FBI. And who else did they say it was? So it's like, you're going to pardon those people, the people that you said are enemies of the state? Or are you now admitting that those were your supporters? Like, you get whiplash from the constant logic derailment of these people.
Yeah.
I get. Oh, go ahead.
I get the mail-in ballots. This is the devil at play here, and that they're walking away from it. I get they will be tempered eventually, but this is the same old. Their hidden agenda, and trying to go for the appeals. I get the appeal is initially out in the cold, but I get that it goes to a higher court. So like their Pennsylvania Supreme Court or whatever, and they look at it with a different perspective because of COVID. And I don't think it'll stand. I think when it goes to the higher court, I get like we're celebrating here. They secure mail-in votes, so I don't think it'll hold once it goes to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court.
Yeah, I get the theft is successful. The thing that they're trying to do, the horrible strategy that they're trying to do. However, there is a perspective change with new person, new energy, new legislation, new something. And then bipartisan, it will hold. So you will still have mail-in ballots because there's nothing unconstitutional about mail-in ballots. Mind you, it was started in the first place for those who couldn't get to the polls. So there's nothing unconstitutional about that. However, the theft is successful in the beginning, but it will hold.
I guess it's going to get fought and they're going to lose. So yeah, the appeal will, I can't. It's like, what's that saying? Bite your nose to spite your face. Is that what it is?
I mean, they don't realize how many Republican voters will be affected by not being able to do mail-in ballots too. I mean,
not just mail-in ballots, Jenny. All the states that tried to cut back on the absentee ballots. Mm-hmm. Mind you, how many active duty military do you have that are registered in your state? And mind you, in Johnny's words, about 90% of active duty military are Republicans. They vote Republican. So it's like, what the F are you doing?
And seniors and senior livings. There's a lot of older people that vote Republican. And it's like, okay, if they can't do mail-in ballots and they're unable to get in there, too bad.
So you're shrinking your own vote. You're shrinking it's already small as it is. So you're going to shrink it even more? Like, have at it, Hoss. Have at it, But anyways, I guess we're on to the last final question with the kitty cat. Jenny, you want to tell us about the kitty cat?
Yeah, Biden's got a new cat in the White House named Willow, a formerly barn cat that he just fell in love with. So how is Willow doing in adjusting to the White House? And then I do have one more quickie question.
Okay. How is Willow adjusting to the White House?
You know, we like to read on the pets. Did she get along with the dogs? Or is it Colonel and I forget the dog's names? How is Willow? Oh, there she is, the cat on the bottom.
Is it a girl kitty or a boy kitty?
It's a girl.
It's a girl kitty.
So let's first of all, let's be clear about something. That's her house now, because when cats move in anywhere, they have very, very little respect for boundaries. They will crawl on your TV, on your kitchen counters, on your top of your tub and your toilet, and they walk everywhere because it's their house. So she may, here with this satyr, this is the devil card basically, and the wolf is the enemy card. She basically is claiming territory. This is hers. And the wizard, she's using her power. So, I mean, goes where she wants, does what she wants. She's a cat. They get to do it. She ain't destructive. So it ain't like she tearing up the house, but you know, it's hers. So how is she adjusting? How are they adjusting is the better question.
Yeah. I get that too, because she's strong. She's very strong. It's like she watches the family. I get she's been with them before, like in another lifetime. So I feel like she's reincarnated and come to them again. But she's, you know, like she wanders around and gets lost a little bit, but she's very balanced. She's very intuitive also. I feel like she picks up on spirits in the White House. But I guess she loves it, and she's got her circle of support, but it's her domain. It's totally her domain. It's you know, everybody gives her gifts and treats all the time. But yeah, you know, they're chained to her. She's not chained to them. It's all about her.
So I get something different. I get mice, crossroads, whip, birds, and sun. I get that she might be a little bit agitated and perhaps a bit nervous because it may be a new environment for her. And eventually she'll lighten up and be like, yo, this is cool. But she may also be nervous and agitated and maybe a little bit angry and upset because there's not enough mice to chase.
Oh, like she misses the barn mice.
Like this could be literal mice, several mice.
Bring her here. Lucy will let her share her mice with her.
Several mice. And then there's your fighting and attacking, being physical. So, you know, and perhaps birds as well. So I don't know if she was hunting birds because she was a feral cat, but eventually she lightens up. She's going to be a lot of joy to have around. So I get that, you know, perhaps she's in that little bit of an adjusting period. Like, dude, you're making me eat food. I'm like used to hunting.
I get the wolf. She's a hunter.
Well, yeah, like I'm used to getting my mice and maybe my birds or something, you know.
We'll have to check into her in a few weeks, see how she's settling in. So Tuesday is Groundhog's Day.
Oh God!
Will the groundhog see his shadow? Have to close with that one. It's Groundhog Day again.
Groundhog or Stewart? Elmer.
Yeah, well, he sees Stewie popping up. If Stewie saw his shadow, would he hide? Or...
That means 19 more weeks of winter.
19 more years of jail, Stewie. Pop up and see your shadow out of your tunnels.
I mean, winter's still here. It'll stay here. The spider and the serpent, these are lie in wait, both of them. The spider doesn't chase down prey, it creates a trap. The serpent doesn't chase down prey either. It subdues. So then we have the king, the authority, the power. Yes, but you still have winter.
It's February already.
I get like he's laid back, doesn't I get it's cloudy, like he doesn't see, you know, when he's working with them, like he doesn't see, they're watching and waiting, he doesn't see his shadow, doesn't accept anything. So I don't think he sees his shadow. So
I don't think so either. I think he might like pop up and be like, ah! And then like run back inside.
Like Stewie.
Maybe he came out of the hole because there's a man under the ground with him.
He jumps out and he's afraid of Stewie and runs.
Oh my God. I am so sorry about that. We lost our shit tonight. I am so sorry. I always messing up the show.
That's what they watch for. We can't keep it together.
As I always say, we are not newscasters. Have fun with this because that's what we're doing too. That's what it's meant for.
You should see us in the after show because
Oh, God.
Somebody asked 1 week, where's the after show? Like they thought that one of our new subscribers, I think, were like, where's the after show? It's like, oh no, the after show is like just us after we end the live stream.
That ain't recorded.
That's not live.
There's no evidence that it ever happened.
No, we're on YouTube.
Even when we did I think whatever holiday that was, when we did some of the Halloween, when we did the after show, that was not the after show.
That was tame because
y'all were still looking. So
we had to keep it PG for the audience, but what stays in the after show, what happens in the after show stays in the after show. So I want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out tonight. Thank you so much for the super chats. I want to thank all the moderators for troll catching tonight and whacking people with wrenches. You guys rock. Next week we will be on Johnny's channel. Wait, no, damn it. We'll be on Johnny's channel next Sunday. So yeah, I want to say thank you so much to Peggy, my dear. You're too kind. So that's all I got.
Lucy is still with me. She is probably mouse hunting because I shook the treat bag and she didn't come over. So she's on mouse patrol.
She's on mouse patrol, thinking about Willow. So. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.